Also zuerst wurde ich ja eingeschult in die Schule. Und da gab es schon viele Probleme, weil ich ein Sinto war. Und die Lehrer und Lehrern waren ja alle, ich würde sagen, Hitlerköpfe gewesen. Also
When I went to school, I've always, when I tried also to ask my teachers about the Third Reich and what happened there, the teacher told me, Christian, is enough, please take a seat. Also, this kind of question and problems I had also in my work life. I have opened my first restaurant in the year of 1992. In this restaurant, it worked really good, and it was in the city of Trier. And this restaurant gets attacked from people that I cannot describe, but it was maybe Nazis. I have been always on the time as a musician active because I'm a scholar as a musician. I've studied singing. And in this time, when I've opened the restaurant, also I've started to write some songs. And it comes that the German television asked me to sing in a concert my songs in my mother tongue, Romanes. And I've sing the songs in the TV. And on the days after that, I've got a lot of phone calls. If I will not stop to sing and to erase this question, they will harm me. But I didn't stop. I continued my business. I continued singing. Some months later, when I went to my restaurant, windows have been broken, and I found a lot of SS symbols on the walls. The first time when it happened, I've renovated the restaurant and reopened it. 5-6 months later, it happens again. My restaurant was once again attacked from people which have been neo-Nazis. After that, we didn't have any more the financial capacity to rebuild and reopen the restaurant. After that, I wanted to try to leave Germany. For example, I went to Spain. I spent some time there. But I have a close relationship with my relatives. And they could not, they told me they could not visit me by ship or by plane. So I went back to Germany and opened another restaurant. And in this restaurant, we had this kind of idea like sleeping in the hay. And it worked really good. So after some years, my sister and I, who have led the restaurant, we have stopped it because we have become too old to run this business.
So my question is, what has inspired you to use your voice as a singer and restaurateur to speak against for the right-wing extremist, despite facing the threats and the vandalism?
Ja, zu damaliger Zeit, wie ich diese Lieder geschrieben habe und auch gesungen.
After the attacks, I have to stop my business on this restaurant. But after that, I've started to become once again active. And I'm always, when people ask me, telling my story and the story of my life, like the UN in last week or tomorrow in Berlin on the monument of the murdered Jewish in Europe and before also in Auschwitz, it gives me some kind of satisfaction to talk about the story and with the story to support the change. That it's not happening again.
Und das befriedigt mich auch sehr und ich hoffe, dass ich damit was erreichen kann.
And how do you see anything is changed in the world in the last 50 years? Did the people changing? Did the politicians changing against the Roma people, Sinto travelers? We have to still fighting.
Also ich glaube, dass die Roma und Sinti auch in den 50er Jahren schon sehr viele Probleme hatte mit der deutschen Regierung und nicht nur in Deutschland, in ganz Europa und auf der Welt.
Also the time after Second World War in the 50s and the 60s was hard for the Sinti and Roma. was not easy to live in Germany. We didn't get any kind of compensation. We didn't have some kind of troubles with the state, and it was not easy. In 1982, the former German Chancellor Helmut Schmidt got recognized the Holocaust on the Sinti and Roma minority. It becomes slowly a better change. But still, also today, we are facing some kind of discrimination and racism. So I will tell you some kind of one of the latest research that has been done, that 60% of the German population don't want to have a neighbor which is belonging to the Sinti or Roma minority.
Aber ich weiß, dass viele Sinti und Roma sehr Negatives erlebt haben in Europa und auch in Deutschland.
But I know that many Sinti and Roma in whole over Europe and in Germany are facing discrimination, racism, and they are often hiding the identity that they belong to the minority, because they're knowing if they're telling the people that they are belonging to the minority, they will face much more discrimination and racism.
Nicht nur manchmal, sie verleugnen oft ihre Herkunft.
As a survivor, what message do you hope to convey to the audience? I mean, the younger generation, Sinti, Roma, Gypsies, say for the next
Für
generation.
mich bedeutet die Jugend sehr viel. Ich habe in Auschwitz bei Jugendlichen gesprochen. Ich habe in New York mich mit Jugendlichen unterhalten. Und ich persönlich.
The youth has a big meaning for me. When I was in Auschwitz, I have a meeting with several youngsters from several countries. I had a talk with them, and I also had a meeting with youngsters in the UN. The youth are the most important thing that we have now. We have to tell them what happened on the time, and we have to build the trust and the knowledge of them, because I'm believing that if the youth knows what happened on the time, it will not repeat itself, because the people know how the people have suffered, and they will not allow that something will happen again.
Was diese Zeit, was für ein Leiden, was die Menschen damals gelitten haben und wie viele Menschen ermordet worden sind. Ich glaube, die Jugend hat das dann begriffen und sie wird sich dagegen wehren.